What's up, y'all? It's Rashawn's About Time Boxing, the boxing rap with no cap, Mr. Trill Hunter Mill. Man, listen, I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Encourage others to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification button to stay up on the latest with me, Rashawn's About Time Boxing. We're gonna get straight to it, man. Terence Crawford versus Israil Madrimov. Now, I've seen a few videos. Now, before I even jump into that, just let me say this, because I think some people got it misconstrued or think that, like I don't like Terence Crawford. I love Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is one of my favorite fighters, not only in this generation, but of all times. He's one of my favorite fighters. And he has earned everything that he has. When everybody else was talking about Bud couldn't do this, Bud couldn't do that, me, Rebel Life Boxing, and a couple other channels, were I think Mark Nash too. A couple was doing videos like telling everybody like, no, Bud is official tissue. He the real deal. So I'm not discrediting or disrespecting Terence Crawford, but he now going into the lead up of this fight with Israil Madrimov. Terence Crawford said that he said he felt that Israil Madrimov is the best in the division right now at 154 pounds. Now, I think he's only saying that because he's promoting the fight and, he has to justify fighting somebody who's 10-0 with 7 knockouts. Now, even though Israil Madrimov has a pretty good, extensive amateur background, but the fact still remains, he's still relatively inexperienced. When you come into the pros from the amateurs, different levels. That's why you always hear people say it's levels to this, different levels. And Terence Crawford is on a way different level than Israil Madrimov. Now, mind you, he initially wanted to fight Fundora, but Fundora chose to either relinquish a belt or get stripped of it so that he could fight Errol Spence. So, and I believe Terence Crawford would have stopped Fundora. I believe he would have stopped him or knocked him out. Bud has been on since 2016. He's been knocking people out. He's, all his fights ended with stoppages or knockouts. However, me personally, I don't think that Israil Madrimov opposes a threat to Terence Crawford skill-wise. And I'm going to tell you why. His punches are too wide and they're telegraphed. Like when he throw his punches, like his punches are winged, like he wings back, like he, it's almost like he's loading up, and you can see the Terence Crawford, his boxing IQ is way too high not to see that stuff coming. And Israil Madrimov, if y'all seen any of his fights, his biggest chance is getting Bud against the ropes and then trying to unload on him. But Bud can keep the fight in the middle of the ring. And I believe that Terence Crawford, well, I know he's going to win the fight. It's just a matter of how he's going to win. If he stops Madrimov, it's going to be late stoppage. I would say between 8 and 11. Between 8 and 11 or 8 and 12, he's going to stop Israil. He's going to stop Israil Madrimov. If he stops him, it's going to be late in the fight. And if not, he's going to win by unanimous decision. It's going to be unanimous. Not majority. It's going to be unanimous. There's no way in the world, that anybody else out here with common sense and who can see this can honestly believe, that Israil Madrimov is an actual threat to Terence Crawford. It's no way. And I think they're fighting for... Now, I don't know why they won't just say Israil Madrimov has the WBA junior middleweight belt. Because Terence Crawford already had or has the WBA super welterweight belt. That was the title that Errol Spence had. Everybody knows Stanionis is the WBA regular champion. All right, Butayev beat Jamal James. And Stanionis beat Butayev. Pacquiao had retired or something like that, and the WBA did something crazy. So when Pacquiao came back, they had to put the belt on him. So they gave Pacquiao the WBA super welterweight title. And then Ugas fought Pacquiao and beat Pacquiao for that belt, and Spence beat Ugas. And that was the WBA super welterweight title. And now then it's supposed to be for the WBC title of 154, I guess the junior middleweight title eliminator, and for the WBO interim. Terence Crawford always, for some reason, end up with the WBO belt. You notice in every division he was in, the first belt he always got was that WBO. It was always the WBO belt. So now he's going to get the WBO interim title, and he's going to get this WBA. I don't know. Listen, y'all can drop the comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think. This is because if he already had the WBA super welterweight title, then what belt is he fighting for? Because I think Brian Norman won the WBO welterweight title, and Mario Barrios, I think they plan to elevate him to the WBC regular welterweight champion. And I think Terence Crawford is supposed to announce that he's dropping all of the belts at 47 after this fight with Madrimov. But I think that this route for Terence Crawford is a quick way for him to become undisputed at 154. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Because Buzz said Turkey came to him and said, oh, this was a fight that they wanted to make. And he was like, all right, let's make it happen. But there are, in my opinion, there are many other worthy 154 pounders that Terence Crawford could have fought rather than Israil Madrimov. There's other people out there he could have fought. But as I stated, Terence Crawford has an agenda. Whatever his agenda is, only him and his team know. He has an agenda. He wants to become undisputed, 3-division. You know, he wants to be 3-division undisputed because he's already 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed. So he wants to be, you know, so now this would be 4-division world champion, 3-division undisputed, which is, you know, that's history right there. And I think after he beats Madrimov, because listen, there's nobody who's going to watch this video can tell me that y'all honestly believe that Israil Madrimov has a chance to beat Terence Crawford. And we know this is boxing, and they say that anything happens, but you always hear Buzz say skills pay the bills. And he's different. Terence Crawford is different. He's different. He's different. And Israil Madrimov has not, look at his resume. Who has he fought to be considered the best in that division? Who has he fought? He hasn't beaten anybody with a real name. He hasn't fought Fundora or Tim Tszyu or anybody else. Not even a Tony Harrison or Jamel Charlo or anybody. He hasn't fought anybody in that division to be considered the best in that division. That's why I'm saying I don't believe Terence Crawford believes that he's the best, but he has to say that because people are probably going to say, well, how, you know, you fighting somebody, he's 10-0, 7 knockouts, like, and look at his resume. Who has he beaten? If he hasn't fought anybody, and at this stage of his career, at this stage of Israil Madrimov's career, he's beaten everybody that he is supposed to beat. But he hasn't been in there with anybody with no real skill. And that's a fact. Y'all can look at his fights. He has not been in there with anybody with the skill set and IQ, the in-ring IQ and boxing smarts like Terence Crawford. He has not been in there with nobody like that. And what's going to happen when he get exposed? Now, this might open Bud up for some criticism. But Terence Crawford ain't going to care about that. You know what I mean? Because then after that, I think he's probably either going to be, if he can't get the Canelo fight after this, he's going to just be looking to become undisputed. or yeah, to become undisputed, unless that Canelo fight comes up. And the only way he gonna fight Jaron Ennis is if the money is right. And now that he's with Turkey and Eddie Hearn and DAZN, Matchroom and Turk, they all together. So hopefully they can make that fight happen. But Jaron Ennis has an agenda too. He said he wants to collect all the belts at 147. So hopefully, I hope that he stick to his, to his agenda, get all the belts at 47. But people are gonna say, oh well, he don't want to fight Bud. He trying to get. Well, that can go both ways. People can say Bud didn't want to fight him either, because Bud already had all the belts. And his agenda is, well, I want to go up to 54, and but he's really going up, gradually going up, because he's trying to see what his body can handle, what he can stand, to get himself ready for that, in case that Canelo fight comes down the pipe. He want that Canelo fight. Whether even though he's saying he's not focused on that right now, he don't care about Canelo, he want that Canelo fight. And Bud made it clear that, it's about the money. It's about the money. Even when he did the interview with Andre Ward, he said, man, if they off, when Andre Ward asked him, when you hang up the gloves, are you done or will you come back? He said, man, I'm done. Bud said, yeah, I'm done. He said, you done? You not coming back? He said, man, I'm done. I'm done. I got other things I can put my energy in. And then Andre Ward said, what if they offer you 100 million? Bud said, I'm coming back. He said, I'm coming back. And then he told Andre Ward, if somebody offered you 100 million, you gonna come back too. And then Andre Ward said, well, I got to pray on it. I got to think about it. He said, yeah, you going to pray on it. And, you going to come back and say, God told you to take that fight or something like that, he said. So it's about the money. It's money for him. It's not about trying to prove that he's the best anymore. He don't have to do that. Because when the deck was stacked against him, yeah, he proved that. So it's not about him trying to prove that. He's like, nah, I already proved that I'm the best. Look at my resume. Now I'm just trying to get this money. That's why he linked up. That's why he linked up with Turkey Al-Sheikh. It was about the money. It ain't about fighting the best and proving that he the best. Israil Madrimov is not the best at 154. Even if he was at 47, 10-0, 7 knockouts. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. There's plenty of other people that Bud could afford at 154. And like I said, I don't believe Terence Crawford believed that Israil Madrimov is the best at 154. No. He's promoting the fight, so he got to say it, and make it look like he's going to be a competition. Even at the face-off, when they asked him, how does this fight end? He said, man, y'all know how it's going to end. It's going to end with me being victorious. He started grinning and smiling because Bud going in for the kill. Bud going to try to, he going to stop, he going to try to stop this boy. And Israil Madrimov has too many flaws in his defense. Okay, too many kinks in his armor and not enough experience on that level. He don't have no experience on that level. That's, you talking super elite level right there. Madrimov ain't been on that level. And he makes too many mistakes in the ring. Wide looping telegraph punches, leave himself open for shots. Defense is weak, flat-footed, slow. But now Bud know how to carry people too. Because when he fought Errol Spence, he could have stopped Errol Spence earlier. But Bud was like, damn, man, I thought this was going to be more of a fight, man. Let me drag it out a little bit so it don't look too bad. I'm going to let him hang around for a little bit. Y'all don't think Bud capable of doing that? Oh, yeah, he is. Depending on how much of a threat he think you are. Once he realized that Spence wasn't that big of a threat and that I could get him out of here whenever I want, I'm going to let him hang around for a little bit. And it ain't going to be no different with Israil Madrimov. It's not going to be no different, in my opinion. Y'all can drop the comments in the comment section below and let me know what y'all think. But in my opinion, it ain't going to be no different. And like I said, if he stop this guy, it's going to be, late. I said between 8 and 11 or 8 and 12. And if it go the distance, Bud going to win by unanimous decision. but he definitely gonna try to punish this dude and make an example out of him, which I expect. Again, with that type of record, I don't know. But, you know, like I said, I just wanted to chime in on that fight. Y'all drop the comments in the comment section below and let me know what y'all think about Terence Crawford versus Israil Madrimov. You know, how do y'all see that fight playing out? Do y'all really believe that Israil Madrimov is a legitimate threat to Terence Crawford? Because I don't. Not skill-wise, because he's strong and got power, but Terence Crawford know how to neutralize, you know, he know how to neutralize his opposition's power, especially if they relatively inexperienced and not skilled like he is, and he know how to take their best attributes and turn it against them and make that stuff work to his advantage. That man is smart. And again, his power goes with him as he goes up. And see, Terence Crawford is a precision puncher. He's accurate. Y'all look at how he places his punches. Accuracy. Accuracy and precision. And it's not going to be no different when he fight Israil Madrimov. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Pass the word about Rashan's About Time Boxing. This is all I got for now for y'all.